How do you hear me?
Check, check. You hear me?
Yep, I hear you loud and clear.
All right.
All right, so we're going to test our radios. We're going to do our, we're going to dispatch, and we're going to get our weather, and then make sure our frequencies for ground and tower are set in. So our dispatch is 123.3. Before we go to there, over here, this is, remember the MFD? Now we're going to check all this, make sure all this is good. Sometimes these won't be good, but we're VFR flight, so you won't have to worry about it. Like navigation, airport, director, things like that. That's for IFR. IFR charge, stuff like that, so we don't have to worry about it.
And we're looking at the expiration dates?
And we're looking at the expiration dates. Now, some of these will be expired, but it'll be fine because we're only doing, we won't be using it.
Okay.
And if that happens, then I'll show you.
All right.
So right now, we're done with this screen. Press enter, right most soft key. All right, so it's automatically going to come to the fuel page, right? So we're going to sync up our fuel, hit the FOB, that's fuel on board, synchronize. And it synchronized the fuel in the tanks. Now we're good here. Now you're going to take the FMS, the big FMS knob. That's your flight management system. Twist it all the way to the left. Now what is it doing when you're twisting it? Like say you twist it to the right, that's going to give you a waypoint. And it's going to give you a bunch of information here. Auxiliary page, flight plan page. Now when you come to these pages to go through those informations that it has right there on the map page, it's going to be the big knob. So if I want to go to IFR charts, traffic map, weather data, and terrain. So the big mob is to get you to the chapters, and these are to the small ones, like the kind of like the small chapters, sub chapters. So here we want to bring up our safe taxi diagram. All right, so you'll take this range, and that's just going to give you distance and twist it to the left. No, this range button right here.
Sorry.
Left. Yeah, you come in, and these, see now it's pulled up our taxiway and where we are.
Right.
So when we're taxiing, we want to have this pulled up so we know which way to go.
Right.
All right, so now, good, we have this page set. We're going to come over here and go to, we're going to dispatch ramp out. So when it's green, it's active.
Right.
It's our dispatch is 123.3. It's not active, so hit your COM2 mic. Now you're active to talk to it.
Yes, sir.
Now you're going to key up on your mic, say dispatch, Night Train 265, radio check.
Dispatch, Night Train 265, radio check.
Clear.
Copy, thank you.
All right, so now we'll flip that to your weather. And our weather for frequency is 119.425.
Zulu, weather, wind 010 at 4, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 12 Celsius, dew point 8, altimeter 3003.
Yep, so set that 3003. Oh, it's already set, so we have that in there. Now we want to make sure it's set on your standby.
Eastman, heart of Georgia Regional
Now you
Airport.
see the altimeter over there?
Yes.
Now you hit that bottom button over there. It should say Barrow
Zulu,
beside
weather,
it. This one here.
010
that one,
at
that's going to
4,
turn pink.
visibility
And then, there you go. Use that button to set.
Clear below 12,000, temperature 12 Celsius, dew point 8, altimeter 3003.
300.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Oh, wait. 300. That's 32.
3003. You see it's changing at the bottom?
Eastman,
Go back to
Georgia Regional Airport. Automated
right
weather
here.
observation.
Yeah, a lot of people confuse that and look at the elevation.
Zulu,
Don't do
weather,
that.
wind,
Just look at 3003 and that's going to give us the elevation.
5,
Gotcha.
visibility.
All right, so we're good with that. So go ahead and switch that.
Clear below.
Twist what?
1, 2,
Switch the radios back. I don't want to listen to him all the time. All right, we'll come back to top one and COM 1. So right now we have a tower in. The fact that automated computer just gave us that tells us that tower is closed. However, tower may be open today, so we want to put in our ground frequency. So we already have our tower frequency in. So our ground frequency is going to be 121.175.
So I want to switch and then change it?
No. So go back.
All
right, now change it. Now take this comm, take the big knob. It's going to change the, there you go. 121.175.
Okay.
All right, and we're good to go. We're going to leave it like that. Usually we would have ground in first, but since tower's closed, we're on CTAF.
Right.
Common Traffic Advisory Frequency.
12455.
12455. Now we're good. Now we're ready to go back to the checklist.
Yep.
And we did radios.
Yep, radios, flight instruments, set and check.
So flight instruments, all I want you to do is set your, the heading is fine right now. Just set your altitude to about 2,500.
Okay.
All right.
Fuel level on MFD, check. Check engine gauges on engine page on MFD, all on the green, check. Transponder ground. And so we're not doing that, we're on CTAF.
We're on CTAF, but it also wants our transponder. Make sure we're on VFR, make sure we're squawking the right thing, so we're good. In case we had a flight plan or something like that, we would call up ground and they would give us our new transponder code.
Yes, sir. All right, fuel is okay, we're starting on left.
All right.
All right, and dispatch ramp out.
Oh, fuel's fine, since we're staying on the same tank. And we already ramped out, so now we're ready to do taxi.
All right, taxiway clear. Park and brake off. Throttle apply slowly, brakes check, steering check, flight instruments check, aileron set to wing conditions.
All right, so now we're getting ready.
Brake, steering, flight instruments. So I'm going to slowly apply and then do a brake check.
Uh-huh. So when you apply, you're going to get moving, release it, bring the power back down, and then hand it over. Just like that.
Okay.
All right, give me controls.
You got the controls?
My controls, my aircraft. I'm going to move us here, turn us around so we can start taxiing. Alright, we're clear there. Alright, I'm going to bring this power back, and I'm going to test my right brake, left brake. And both of my brakes are good. With your controls? Your controls?
My controls.
Your controls, your aircraft. So taxi us right over there to the opening. That's where we're going to...
Yes, sir.
Get ready to hit the taxiway.
57 loud clear.
Alright, so we're going to get right to the edge, which will put us kind of like halfway, then we'll stop right about here.
Okay.
Alright, so now you're talking to the traffic since tower's closed. So you're going to say 265 is at the school ramp, taxiing to runway 2 via Bravo Charlie.
Alright. 265 is at the school ramp on Bravo, taxiing to runway 2.
At the school ramp, taxiing. So you're going to say where you're at, what you're going to do, and how you're going to do it. So 265 at the school ramp.
On Bravo.
Taxiing to runway 2.
Taxiing to runway 2 via Bravo.
Bravo Charlie.
265 on the school ramp, taxiing to runway 2 via Bravo Charlie.
Yep.
Night train 265 on the school ramp, taxiing to runway 2 via Bravo Charlie.
All right, we're going to look left, we're going to look right, and we're good. One thing I forgot to mention, when we're in Common Traffic Advisory, you always say the town. So it's Eastman, so it'll be Eastman Traffic. Just to let everybody know, because some people share frequencies.
Right.
So if you're somewhere in, like, I don't know, Cochrane or somewhere, and they're like, oh, where are you? You know what I mean? So we just be like, hey, Eastman or Bacon County or Cochrane Traffic, one we're on advisory. So we'll say that before and after each one. But other than that, that was right.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to slowly apply our throttle. We're looking left. We're looking right. Make sure we're clear. We're going to take a peek at that wing sock,
Right.
and that's just going to show us which way we need to have our ailerons deflected as we're turning.
So
it's
cross
turning.
one to the left.
That's like a cross one to the left. So when we turn that way, we're going to have a tailwind, right?
Right.
So we're going to have our ailerons deflected to the right.
So that means the right aileron down.
Right aileron is going to be up.
Up.
When it's behind us. When it's in front of us, we want to have it down.
Okay.
All right.
Just like that.
Just like that.
All right. All right. RPM's a little high.
You're good. You can release brakes
Okay.
and we can start taxiing.
Let's go.
Nice. Yeah. Bring those RPMs down. Once we get moving, we just need it to move a little bit.
Eastman traffic, night train 257, taxi runway 2 via Bravo Charlie. Eastman.
All right. So we're going to cross this taxiway, which is Alpha.
Yes, sir.
Now, remember how it swung it out the last time?
Yes, sir.
So do left rudder,
I know what you meant.
and right. Right here. And we're going to stop about right here. We don't want to try not to get too
Get
close.
closer.
We want to be a little farther back.
Oh, okay.
So, because we have to do that run up.
Right.
So once we get straight, we don't be too close to the runway. You understand what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's fine. So right here we're good. So now we're going to set your brakes. And okay, grab your checklist. So as we're doing that, because we're about to increase the RPMs, we don't want the wake to come to the airplane behind us.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to do the same thing, how he's turning.
Yes, sir. All right. Throttle's good. Full RPM 2000. Check. Magnetos check. Left. No more than 75.
175.
175.
And 50 in between the two.
Okay. Good. And emitter check. Oil temperature, oil pressure, fuel flow, carburetor heat. It's gonna drop a little bit. That's pitot heat.
That's your pitot heat, but that was still good because we showed that. Now, when you turn your pitot heat on, to go to our ending pages, we'll see your alternate amps are going to drop, your voltage amps are going to come up a little bit.
Okay.
Now you cut it back off,
Okay.
then the alternate amps are going to come down, and voltage is back to 28. That's good. Now, we are throttle carburetor, fuel pressure, carburetor.
On. A little bit of a drop.
260,
1960.
Night train 280, radio
That was
check.
about 90.
Uh-huh.
All right. Autopilot.
Back up before that.
Throttle. Idle. Check at 1000 RPM.
All right, so check idle, bring it all the way down.
All the way.
All the way.
Okay.
And we're trying to make sure that it doesn't
80
go.
loud clear.
Good. Good.
All right,
Thank
now
you.
you bring it to 1,000.
Okay.
All right, autopilot, we'll skip that one. We don't have autopilot in
All right.
here.
Before takeoff, master battery switch, alternator on. Master battery, alternator on. Flight instruments check set.
Go back up.
Magnetos left, right on.
And before that one.
Fuel pump on.
There we go.
Sorry. Left, right magnetos. Flight instruments. Check and set. We did that.
Uh-huh.
Standby flight instruments.
Good to go.
Fuel selector fullest tank. Engine gauge is all in green. Carb heat off. Seatbelt's good. Seats adjust secure. Flap set. Trim neutral. I did that. Controls free and clear. Did your crew briefing. Landing light on. Strobe on.
Go all the way up.
Yes, sir. Park and brake release. Windows, doors closed. Now we can taxi.
Yeah, no. Now we're going to straighten up.
Okay.
And we're going to get ready to take off. All right. So line us up here. So now we're going to say we're ready to take off. We're looking left, we're looking right. We didn't hear anybody on frequency.
Right.
Nobody said anything, so we're clear to take off. Now we're going to say Eastman traffic, night train 265 is taking off runway 2.
Eastman traffic, night train 265, taking off runway 2.
All right, so now put the checklist over there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna advance the throttle slowly. Get off the brakes.
Dispatch, night train 267, radio check.
All right, bring that throttle back to about 1,000.
Clear to 67.
All right.
And
So we're gonna follow the sign, and then we're gonna follow it till we line up.
Eastern traffic, night train 280, school ramp.
Keep going. Now start turning to the right a little bit. This space right here, this gap, is the center of the runway.
Oh, I see.
267.
All right, we're lined up. Okay, so my controls.
Oh, your controls.
Check the times.
All right, now advance that throttle all the way up. Go all the way full
Yeah, give me
throttle.
1 second.
All right, so once we start moving, the aircraft wants to go to the right. I mean, to the left.
Oh, okay. Right
Now
rudder.
we're gonna put a little, just add a little bit of right rudder.
Right.
Now we have to add crosswind correction. You feel the left side a little higher?
Definitely.
We're gonna add a little bit crosswind correction.
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah.
Alright, airspeed alive.
Airspeed alive. Now we're just gonna slowly pull back. Slowly pull it back.
What was the hop?
70.
Slowly, and we're gonna hold it right there. Now you see, we're gonna take out the crosswind correction because now we're airborne.
Right.
All right, so now we're gonna maintain and fly over runway heading.
Okay.
And we're pitching for 76.
Yeah, we're a little high.
We're a little, airspeed's 86, so we can pitch up some more. And we're just looking out, and we're making sure we're maintaining. Another way, since we can't really see the runway, we can look out left and right, but we also look at our heading, right? Our HSI.
Yes, sir.
Runway is 020, so
020, yes, sir.
get back on a little bit over 020, and we want to stay. All right.
Okay, last one put it to,
All right, so now we turn at 800 feet. That's when we're able to make a maneuver. So we're gonna
What's the
turn.
traffic pattern?
That's our traffic pattern is 13, but you could begin turning out
100 hour due.
to your direction at 800 feet.
Okay.
500 before on top of AGL.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now we're gonna turn to the right,
Alright.
and we're gonna give a call. So you're gonna say Eastwind traffic, night train 265, right crosswind, runway 2.
Eastman traffic, night train 265, right crosswind 262.
262?
Thank you, right crosswind runway 2.
Now right crosswind, runway 2.
Oh, right.
So what we're saying is
You forget the can or something?
you're gonna look out,
Yep.
and we're to the right crosswind of runway 2.
Uh-huh.
See it? So there's the runway,
Yes, sir.
and we're to the right of it. If we're going left, we'd be going the opposite way.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna level off. We're gonna keep our climb. Now we begin our checklist, our en route climb checklist at 1,000 feet above elevation,
All
which
right.
is 1,300. So grab your checklist,
Your controls.
my controls. Now,
Correct.
bottom of that page, we did all of that.
Right.
En route climb. What does it say? Bottom. No. Other page. Turn back around.
Yep.
Look here. Right hand.
En route climb, airspeed 87. So we're a little slow. Throttle full up and check. Landing light off. Flaps up, check.
All right, and you're gonna turn that. So now that's for cruise one. That's for when we get to our altitude. So when we get to 2,500, you're gonna pull that back out and configure the airplane that way. So now you're
Yes,
good
sir.
for that. All right, your controls.
My controls.
All right, now we're gonna turn a little bit to the right, and we're still climbing up. We're climbing at 87, so we can pitch down just a little bit.
Pitch down.
Yeah, just a little bit. Pitch down till you see the airspeed 87. Now we're gonna turn right to that heading. You see this heading bug right? The heading bug right there,
Yes,
which
sir.
is gonna be a 180 heading. So turn right out there, and we're gonna give a call. So you're gonna say, Eastwind traffic, night train 265 is right downwind, runway 2, departing to the south.
Eastman traffic, night train 265, departing runway 2.
Right downwind, runway 2, departing to the south.
Right downwind, runway 2, departing to the south.
All right, so 180, keep that turn to the right. All right, we're at 2,500, right?
Right.
So level off. Keep turning. And level. No, keep going level. Because we don't want to climb up anymore.
259 radio check.
Alright, airspeed's increasing.
Thank you.
All right, so now as we're level, airspeed's increasing. Now bring that throttle back. So bring that throttle back to about 2,300 RPM. All right, so another thing we like to do is when we can do pilots, they're scared of the throttle because they think once you bring it back too much, you're going to fall out of the sky. Or they're just real sensitive on it. So what I want you to do is I want you to go bring the throttle full.
Uh-huh.
So I'll take it to the full. So bring it all the way up. You see your RPMs increasing?
Right.
Now I want you to bring it all the way back to idle.
267,
All the way down.
2 via Bravo Charlie.
And that's at idle. So we didn't fall out of the sky, did we?
Nope.
Exactly. So now bring that power to 2,300.
I'm trying to get my hands calibrated to smoothly advance, or you know.
Runway 25. Bravo,
Yeah, this is just to show you just how you calibrate your feet in the car.
Yep.
That's the same way with your hands. Now we want to maintain at 2500. Our heading 180. So what you want to do, because you're a VFR pilot, is 90% is outside, 10% is inside. You just want to make sure your instruments are correct. So when you learn your heading, so let's go turn back to the right. You see we're about 173? I mean to the left, correction?
Yes, sir.
So turn to the left. We got to get back. Oh, I mean, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
180.
I'm sorry.
Here we go.
180. All right, so when you get on your heading of 180 and you see your altitude, you maintain your altitude, you're going to look out and pick a point. And that's going to be the point you aim at. So you're not just sitting here staring at your heading.
Right.
You're
okay.
outside looking at a point, and you're looking at remember I said half horizon, half sky?
Yes, sir. How's that look?
Hey, that looks good.
Okay.
And then you verify. You just inside verify.
Yep. Still 5 degrees off. Is that okay? I'm aiming for my point.
You're aiming for your point.
All right.
We got a good airspeed. RPM is good. Airspeed is good. And we're good on our heading. So about 173, 174. So you just do small maneuvers to the right. Get it back on.
Okay.
Maintain in your altitude, like you said, like I said, half horizon and half sky. And this yellow wants to be like right there about 2 degrees. So just a little, pitch down just a little bit.
I got you.
You see that dot right in there? So you should operate right in there. You should operate right in there. You pick your spot. So all you do, it's a constant rotation of looking at things.
For the runway 2 with a left downwind approach to
going back to that left, I don't know if that's the wind. No, that's the rotation of the propeller pushing us to the left.
Well, we have the left, and right now because we have a right crosswind.
Okay.
So, and that's another thing we'd have to account for is like your wind correction angle, things like that. Right now it's not too bad. I won't put too much on you, but we're good right now. So we just have, like you said, just pick your point out there.
Yep.
It's not too much. I mean, you can pick a field. You kind of have to stick with it. Make sure you're maintaining inside and out.
Yes, sir.
And just look inside and out. Make sure your aircraft is doing what you want it to do. So we're a little high, so go ahead and pitch now.
Yes, sir. I was not watching my altitude.
That's one thing. You don't want to fixate. You want to make sure, because if you fixate, say you fixate on your altitude, then your heading may get off. If you fixate on your heading, then your altitude may get off, your airspeed. So you want to have a constant, you have to train yourself, constantly look over and over, inside, outside, until the point it becomes natural, and that's what happens. You'll just be sitting here flying, and then it becomes natural. Now, another good thing to do is your trim. Remember how we worked the trim the other day?
I'm like manhandling this control, trying to either keep pressure when I should be light and easy.
So the way you want to do your trim is you want to have everything set as far as your RPMs. Okay, RPMs are nice. You want to keep it there. Power set. Everything's good. Now, then you want to like free up your hands, see what the aircraft is doing. I haven't flown or been in the sky, so I don't know what it's doing. So it wants to pitch down. All right, grab controls again, and you just add a little bit of pitch.
Add a pitch, okay. We're going back. That's 2 degrees.
That's 2 right there. So you just hold your controls. So you just like, all right, my controls. I'm actually demonstrating. So all I want to do is just fly. And if I see the aircraft is doing something, I want to keep it here. Let me release. Okay, it wants to pitch down just a little bit. Then I'll add just a little bit of twitch. I'm going to grab controls again just because I want to keep it here. Just add just a little bit, see what's it doing. Okay, now it's flying straight and level. Okay, I'm going to verify right there.
Yep.
Now you see that?
Oh, baby.
Straight level.
Yeah, man.
And that's how you have the aircraft control. You're good. Power's good. Airspeed's good. Heading, I can get back to the right a little bit. That's not bad. It's not terrible. 2,500. You see what I mean? So now what that allows you to do is, okay, we're still descending a little bit. You don't have to trim it anymore. You can just add just a finger. You know, instead of you having to add a full, all of your muscles to pull it back up, you could just a little bit of finger here, a little bit of finger there. Now you see how we're smooth sailing?
Right.
Exactly how you want to be.
So
cool, calm, and collect.
This would be essential for when we start doing stuff, and like you have to put inputs in, or like you can't solely focus on flying all the time when you need inputs in different areas for your attention.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Now, but for a perfect example, I'm glad you brought that up. We're at an altitude. We were where we want to be. Let's do the cruise checklist.
Yes, sir. Airspeed 100. Cruise.
Cruise.
All right. Power set. Trim set. Mixture full rich. Electric pump off.
Yeah.
Fuel pressure check. Oil pressure flows per gallon 8.8. That's in the green. All green. Good.
All green. So now you can put that back up.
Okay.
All right. And come back. Okay, you dropped 20 feet. You just add just a little bit. Now you see how while you were focusing on that, your aircraft was still flying straight and level.
Correct.
All right, so that's what helps you alleviate and you don't have to focus so much
Nitrate 264
as far
radio
as
check.
when you're doing other tasks. All right, so the aircraft is
Roger.
configured as trimmed now. Okay, cool. Now when I take tension off of the aircraft to do other things,
runway 2,
it's good. The aircraft is trimmed out.
Eastman.
All right, so what we're doing here, what are we going to do today? We're going to do some unusual attitude and then some ground reference maneuvers.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, as far as ground reference maneuvers, what that's going to allow us to do is maneuvers based off of the ground. So we're going to do what we call an S-turn. And what happens is we're going to enter on a downwind. So we're going to find our wind. Best way to figure out which way the wind is to look out. Let's see if we see a smokestack. People are always burning things. We don't see anything. All right, we can kind of get a feel, but the best thing, you can look at your PFD. That's telling you we have a 36 knot tailwind. It's like, wow, that's kind of fast, because it is 36 knot tailwind.
We're
Is
picking up
fast.
speed here.
So you just take that 36 added to that. That'll be about 140ish, something like that.
Right.
Give or take. You can come up here and look at your ground speed.
Oh.
133. So that adds up. That tailwind is correct. All right, so now on the downwind basically means we want to enter with the wind behind us. Upwind, we want to enter with the wind in front of us. And that's how we take off as well. We're upwind the runway. If we turn downwind, we're downwind. The wind is behind us.
Okay.
So
downwind equals greater ground speed.
Because the wind is pushing.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we do these ground reference maneuvers, we're going to enter in a downwind with the wind behind us over a linear point, and you're going to do a series of S turns over a linear reference. It could be a road, it could be a line of trees, anything, and the object is for you to maintain 90 knots in your ground altitude throughout the maneuver. You're going to do a left turn over the road. You're going to roll your wings level as you come over the road, and then you immediately go into the right. And you want to maintain your altitude and your airspeed. This is a slow maneuver. It's a power and forget, a set and forget maneuver. So once you set your power, you want to forget it. You don't want to move without it. You want to be able to adjust for the change in pitch and change in change in bank. Because as you go into the S-turn, say you're coming over the road, you go in the S-turn, you're going to have to add bank because you entered on a downwind, remember? So now you're fighting that wind coming up.
Right.
So then you're going to have to add bank. It's going to be steep bank, medium bank, then shallow.
Okay.
And as you go into the right, it's going to be shallow, medium, and then steep.
Gotcha.
All right, and I'll demonstrate these here in a second. But the first thing I want you to do is I want you to climb me up to 3,000. So as you're climbing up, go ahead and add power.
Full throttle?
Full power.
Full power.
And give me a left turn to 060.
So that's going to be a turn to the left. Left rudder.
Eastern traffic,
Left rudder. Take out a little bit of that left rudder. Remember, center your.
Okay, yes,
center
sir.
that. So take out and add a little bit right. Yeah, there you go. And keep turning to the left.
I see. We're still not coordinated here.
Nah, we're good right now.
Okay. Oh, I see. Centered on the bottom triangle.
Yeah, center on the bottom triangle.
I've been doing it all wrong this whole time.
Where were you centered on the?
I was trying to keep it centered on the dang.
Oh, no.
Center triangle here.
Turning left to base, runway 2, Eastern.
0 what?
060. Oh, so we kind of
way
overshot it.
past it. I'm sorry, man.
So now let's go. Let's stay right here.
All right.
020. So level out.
Yes, sir. Turn coordinator there.
All right. So we're at 3,000. Level out at 3,000.
All right. I'm trying to get coordinated here by doing some rudder stuff and trying to figure out what exactly I'm doing.
Eastern traffic, Nitrain 267, turning final, runway 2, Eastern.
All right. So
level out. All right. So to level the airplane, you want that. There you go.
Right.
And you can tell the horizon. I mean, just look at that.
Yes, sir.
Now we want to bring this down to that notch.
Yes, sir.
That's straight level. And bring your power back too. Once you get your altitude. Now go. You're turning to the left. Back to the right. So power down to 2,300.
Yes, sir.
And pitch down to 2 degrees.
Yes, sir.
All right, make sure your triangle setting up.
Yes,
If you
sir.
look outside, we'll look straight and level. Right?
Yep.
All right, so we're good. Now you just verify instruments. All right, that's 2 degrees. The triangle centered under there. That's good. The ball, now this ball is centered a little bit to the right. What are we going to do?
Push right rudder.
Right rudder, right? Now you see how they centered that up?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So it's going to be hard to, I got to get muscle memory. I got to get calibrated over here, man.
All it is you're going to have to use a lot with your feet, your hands, your eyes.
Yep.
And it'll all come in and you'll be able to do it together.
I'm way off heading, too. Sorry about that.
All right, we're good. So, all right, my controls?
Air control.
All right, right now we're going to do unusual attitudes. So it's going to teach you how to recover from, let's say, nose high situations and spatial disorientation and everything. So the quick thing, if we're pitching down, we're nose down, and what should we do with power if we have full power?
Nose down?
Yeah, if we're recovering. Are you familiar with recovering from like stalls and things like that?
Full power, either flaps, retract.
Not with the not let me say necessarily stalls, but like unusual attitudes. Like for example, here, I'm just gonna demonstrate. So
Okay.
if you would close your eyes.
All
Alright, eyes are closed.
Yeah, I can't tell which way we're pointing right now.
Right, that shows you that spatial disorientation, right?
Definitely.
Alright, recover the aircraft.
Oh my gosh, we want to
258,
slowly
Bring that power out.
bring power out.
Level off.
We're gonna lower the nose until we get.
Bring more power. Power all the way out. Look at that airspeed. See it?
Yes, sir.
Now you level the aircraft.
Yes, sir. Almost. Right there.
Now you bring the power in. Alright, so what you nice recovery, but the one step I want you to do is bring that power all the way out. That power was spiking. We were headed nose down.
Right.
So we don't need airspeed. The airplane's not going to stall. We're going to fly.
Yep.
So bring that power all the way out. Nose it up to level. And then you bring your power back to your set, which we're at 23, which is good. And you see that's just how you recover.
Okay.
Alright, my controls?
Air control.
My controls, my aircraft.
Niner is 6 miles northwest of the field. What area? Eastern.
Alright, close your eyes.
All right.
Eastman traffic, Nitron 267, turning left downwind, runway 2 Eastman.
Alright, recover aircraft.
Eastman traffic, Nitron 258, escort, runway 2, about Charlie, departure, TG, south.
Jesus Christ, dude. Hey.
Alright, so that wasn't bad. Now the only difference is pitch down, which it was good, just a little faster. You pitch down, you saw the nose was up. I saw you look out the window to kind of gain orientation where you were.
Yeah, for real. I had no idea.
So you pitch down, nose up, added that power. So you see the difference in between the two?
Yes, sir.
Now, the spatial disorientation, the reason we teach these is because any time you fly in a cloud or anything, you see how you close your eyes and you didn't know which way we were going?
Right.
That's how easy it is because of you know your fluid in your ear, your stretching tube, and how easy it is because you don't have a center of gravity, like we're not on the ground. So it's hard for you to really calibrate. Like we could be in a turn for a long amount of time, and you'll never know if we're straight and level, or if we're bad. It'll feel like we're straight and level, but we're still in that turn, and this is how a lot of accidents happen.
Wow.
So things like if we were to fly in a cloud, your spatial disorientation would go easily. I mean, people just don't realize how sensitive and how fast accident can happen simply based off your spatial disorientation. So that is to teach you ways how to recover. All right, if you would give me a right turn to 330. All right, so I like how you automatically put that right in. You see it? Oh yeah.
Eastman traffic, Nitron 267, turning left base, runway 2 Eastman.
Nice, that was a nice coordinated turn.
Almost made it. 10 degrees off.
All right, you're fine. Just keep it coming.
All right. All Alright.
Alright, so do you remember how to do, how we did power on and off stalls?
So...
Hold on, actually, let me stop you right there. Before we do this, we're going to do our before landing checklist.
Yes,
before
sir.
we do maneuvers. So grab your checklist, and it should be before landing. It's the same as before maneuvers. You see that right there before
Yes,
landing?
sir.
All right, go through that checklist.
Seat, secure and adjust, check. Harness, seatbelts, check. Electric fuel pump on.
1 mile final runway 2
Fuel selector, fullest tank, mixture rich, landing light on. Carb heat as required, air conditioning if installed.
All right, so that's good. Now we had a message just pop up. Let's hit that button. And it's going to say tanks. So we want to switch tanks. We want to make sure our fuel pump is on whether we're in cruise or not. It is because we're getting ready to do maneuvers.
So we do want to switch?
And we do switch.
Okay, so that's a scheduler to have us use the same amount of fuel over time?
Yeah, so we can have this fuel. So we won't have a fuel imbalance.
I'll make sure that's all the way.
Make sure
check.
that's all the way. And at that right there is about 30 minutes. All right, fuel is good. We can hit that page, bring it down. Now, we're doing our before landing checklist. We're going to do clear and turn. So we want to turn 90 degrees to the left. So right now, that would be 240. So turn 90 degrees to the left. And we're looking out. We're looking out for 3 T's. Looking out for traffic. Do we see anybody in the airspace? Do we see anybody who we could have conflict with? We're looking for towers. Do we see any towers? There's one tower down behind, below us, right to the left. There should be no factor, but it's because of our altitude. And we're looking for terrain. Do we see any hills, mountains? As we fly up north, the elevation rises and there are actual mountains and things like that. So we want to look out, make sure we're safe of all those things. So yes, like you did, you turn 90 degrees to the left. We look forward, immediately turn back to our original heading, 90 degrees to the right. And once we do that, clear and turns are correct. Now we want to bug our heading. We're on 330. So remember how I said you can center that heading up without turning?
Push.
Not that one. The heading.
The heading button?
Yeah.
Push.
Push it. Now you see that?
333. We want 330?
Yeah, 330.
Oops.
And that's just a quick way because it was 180 degrees. So instead of you twisting it the entire time, you could just hit that and do that.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to do our power. Let me see, where are we?
Power on, power off, and then turn around a point.
Give me a right turn to 060.
GA traffic, Night Train 443, about 8 miles northwest of Conklin, maneuvering 4,500 MGA.
Alright, send the heading bug back up.
By doing what?
Remember how we just centered that?
We pushed
it in.
I'm losing my heading here. I've got too much going on. 1 second. I gotta turn back right. Get back on my heading here. And the heading bug is to push. Okay.
Yep, there we are, 060. So we're flying that straight level. Alright, now for power on, power off stalls. You remember what those simulate?
Power and on stall is like an aborted takeoff, maybe where you have to pull up on the runway at full power. You pull up too high. Power off stall. You know, we're dropping the RPMs all the way down to 1700. You know, engine power loss or something like that. That's an airspeed cruise, maybe.
It's going to be for when you're coming to land.
Okay.
All right, so my controls.
Air controls.
All right, I'm going to simulate the first one. Now, watch exactly what I do because you're going to be doing the next one. All right, so we're good altitude.
Can I turn on this traffic so I can hear you? Oh, we got to have that on.
We can turn it off. I'll turn it off for now. Since somebody's in our area, this is what we use to monitor each other. All right, so we're coming in to land. So on the downwind, we want to have 90 knots. When we turn base, we want to have 80. And on the final, we coming in, we want to have 70 knots.
Right.
Now, this is simulating you slow down too much as you're coming in to land. So in this maneuver, you're going to be configured to land. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hold. I'm going to bring this down to 1700.
Extended left downwind for departing traffic.
When at 1700, I'm going to look in the white arc, which is my flap range. I'm in the white arc. You see the white line over there?
Sir.
I'm safe to bring in my flaps. So actually bring in 1 notch of flaps.
1 notch.
All right, 1 notch is in. Bring in the second notch.
Second notch.
All right, 2 notches are in. Straight level. Now bring in a 3rd notch.
3rd notch.
All right, so now I'm configured as if we were landing. This is exactly the same configuration as I'm landing. So I'm going to hold my altitude. The airspeed is bleeding off.
Right.
Once it gets to 65, I'm going to simulate a descent. So it's about 66. So I'm simulating descent. I'm slightly pitching down. Airplane's going down.
Uh-huh.
All right, so now I'm going to cut the power. Bring that power all the way down. Let's say I said, okay, the runway was made. So I'm going to cut that power, and I'm going to pitch up because I'm flaring.
Right.
I'm simulating like I'm about to land. I'm going to flare up to max about 15 degrees, right?
Right.
Keep it coming. There's a stall horn. There's the buffet. And there's a stall. Go full power.
Eastern
First
traffic,
notch flaps out. Take one notch flaps out.
Base runway 2 Eastern.
Just one.
Eastern traffic not
All right, I want to have it level. Make sure the airplane's level.
Yes, sir.
Airspeed's coming alive. Positive rate is changed. When it gets to 76, I want to pull up and take the second notch flaps out. Oh, you took out too many.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, level. Airspeed's cool. I want to get to about 87, 89-ish. Positive rate of control. Now I'm going to take off this third one, and I'm climbing out. I'm still climbing. Now, what we simulated, we were at 35. We lost about, say, a little, about 600, 700 feet.
258, turn left downwind runway.
What we're simulating, if we're hitting the runway. So it's hard. It's a little hard to do it to actually visualize the runway in front of us.
Right.
But that's, imagine the ground was in front of us, and we stalled. So now, you want to go full power with the first notch flaps out. You want to get that, hold it level so you don't hit the ground. When we get to 76, we can climb out of that. So we're going to pitch up the climb. So as we climb out to 76, we're going to take that up. We get a positive rate of control. That means we're not falling anymore. Then we take out the third notch. So it's simulating a stall on the landing. And you want to simulate you're about to hit the ground.
Okay.
All right? And you don't want to do that. So let me see. Let's climb us, your controls.
My controls.
Climb us back up to 3,500.
VFY 76, is that okay?
Yeah.
Eastman traffic, night train 278, left crosswind for runway 2 Eastman.
Alright.
Alright, so, bring the power back to 2,300. Anytime you get your altitude out, automatically bring your power back.
Okay.
About 2,300. Now we're going level. Straight and level, we're on a heading. Make sure we're on a heading. We're good to go. Alright, we're gonna simulate, we're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna call out the steps and I want you to do them.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Alright, power back to 1,700.
Power back 1,700.
Now as you do it, you're gonna have to add back pressure to keep your altitude.
Yes, sir.
Yep, power 1,700. Alright, are we in the white arc?
Yes, sir.
We are bringing one notch of flaps. Alright, one notch of flaps is good. Two notches of flaps. Alright, two notches of flaps is good. Three notches of flaps. Alright, now we're looking at airspeed.
Airspeed
65.
65.
Pitch down.
Pitch it down. Keep that airspeed up. 60, 59.
Well, keep it pitching down. When it hits 65,
Yes, sir.
you're going to bring that power all the way out.
All the way up.
All the way out.
Yes, sir. All the way
Alright,
up.
we're at 65. Power's out. Pitch up to 15 degrees. We want to pitch it up. Now your controls. Yep,
My
right
controls.
there. And you're going to hold it.
Yes, sir.
Now the aircraft, you're going to use your feet.
40.
There's a stall horn. Hold it. Keep holding it. Well, there's a stall. Go full power.
Traffic not train 258, clear the air to south.
Level. Full power. Take this out. One. Just one. Keep it level. See how we're 63?
Yes, sir. Airspeed.
All right, go back down. We want the airspeed to get 76.
Yes, sir.
Keep it down. Keep it level.
Down.
All right, we're 76. Pitch up. Want to make sure we get a positive rate of climb. What's over here? All right, there's positive rate. Take the second notches out. Second notch flaps out. And we're going to wait till we get about 87, 89-ish. Keep that pitch down a little bit. Pitch it down.
Oh, I understand. So pitch up, airspeed, pitch up, airspeed.
What are you saying? Say that again.
Because we're not going to gain airspeed as we're trying to pitch up.
Correct.
So
now 87, 89. Now you can take that third notch flaps out. All right. So my controls. I'm going to show you what's another thing. Another thing we don't want to do is have a secondary stall, which is a stall right after we recover from one, and that just means that the airspeed didn't gain enough speed to recover from the first initial stall. So I'm gonna bring that in. I'm bringing flaps, and I heard that one on the maneuver you just did. That's why you don't want to pitch up too much. All right. So the power's out. I'm gonna hold it here. All right. We're 65. I'm gonna pitch up, and I'm gonna show you what a secondary stall is.
all right.
Stall.
Now this is the first stall. We're cool. We hold it. All right. There's the break. I'm gonna full power. Take a flaps out. Stall horns off.
Stall.
That's a
Stall.
secondary stall.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Because we already have flaps out.
Yeah, but at the same time, my airspeed wasn't able to gain.
Oh,
That's why we pitched for that 76.
gotcha.
So you still have to recover from that first stall. If we don't, then we'll go into a secondary stall.
Gotcha.
All right, so
You recovered from that. It was only 140 feet.
yeah,
Good job.
the quicker you do it,
Yeah.
the more you do it, the quicker you'll be able to do it. All right, let me see. Give me your controls.
My controls.
Give me a turn to 300. Actually, correction. Abandon that. Give me a right-hand turn to 150.
And Eastern Java 9 train 267, turning left downwind, runway 2 Eastern.
Eastman traffic, night train 278, clear B area to the south, last call.
All right. What level? Now we cruise, or what do we want to do with the power?
259, 5 miles
Bring it
left
back.
airfield, inbound for
To what, 2300?
runway 2 Eastman.
Okay.
All right. So you want to practice the power on stall again? Power off stall?
Yes.
All
Power
right.
off.
All right. Let's start. All right. So we're straight level. Everything's configured. Now let's bug our heading. All right. Now power 1700. Power 1700. We'll maintain the level. Yep. Add that pitch. Let the airspeed bleed off. It's almost in the white.
Just enter the white.
Now it's in the white. Bring in 1 notch of flaps.
1 notch of flaps.
All right. We're straight level. 2nd notch of flaps.
Second notch. Straight
Second
level.
Straight level. Good. Bring in a 3rd notch of flaps.
Third notch.
All right. Now we're just going to hold straight level. We're going to bleed that airspeed off. Then when it gets to 65, we're going to start this slight descent. All right, 65, so start the slight descent. And there you go. Now airspeed's coming back. Now bring the power out. Nope, all the way down. Out. Pitch up to 15 degrees.
Pitch up.
59, what's your mileage?
3 miles.
All right. Now we're just going to hold it.
I'm just
And hold
gonna
it. Hold it.
Stall.
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 The buffet.
Stall.
There's the stall. Bring full power.
Stall.
First notch of flaps out.
Stall. Stall.
All right, that's good. I think it came out a little bit too much, but hold it straight level. We're 76.
Eastern
All right,
traffic,
2nd notch of
nitrogen
flaps out.
267, turning left base, runway 2 Eastern.
Oh, you took out too much the first time.
Eastern
All right, the
traffic,
76.
259, 3
Now we're
miles
gonna hold it.
west of the field,
All right,
inbound for
airspeed's
45 left
there you go.
downwind, runway
Come
2
level.
Eastman.
Alright, airspeed's good, so I can climb.
Now we're climbing 87 to 89
Eastern
ish.
traffic,
Positive
nitrogen
control. Now you can
267,
take out that
turning
second
final
notch.
runway 2
Now you
Eastern.
see how you didn't lose that much altitude that second time?
Uh-huh.
The quicker you caught it,
Right.
and that's how it's going to be. Simple, just like that. Because you want to be able to, in the actual thing, you want to be able to recover as quickly as possible from a stall. You don't want to be taking your time. There you go, the power back, good. You don't want to be taking your time because that's an actual dangerous situation.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so now you see how, like, the first time we lost about 700 feet. That time, 100, 200 feet.
short, final, runway
And it's
2
still,
Eastman.
I always say the thing, slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to rush it. Just as long as you're doing it and making an effort, you're good. All right. So when it's bad. So now let's move on. Let's go do a power on stall.
Okay.
Now this is where simulating. You pitch up too much on takeoff.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what you want to do is you want to bring the power back. This is no flaps because we don't have flaps on takeoff. We're going to bring that power back to about 1700, and we're going to hold this altitude. So you're going to have to pitch up, and that's because I want to bleed off the airspeed. So we want to bleed it off to rotation speed, which is about 65.
Okay.
So
Let me get straight level here.
maintain straight and level, power's back at 1600. Now, see the aircraft altitude decreasing?
Yes, sir.
Keep that pitch coming because
Yes,
we want
sir.
to maintain it to bleed the airspeed. So pitch back, bring the yoke back. Yep, continue. You're gonna have to increase the angle of attack because of the airspeed.
Alright, 76.
So once it gets to 65, you're gonna go full power and you're gonna pitch up to 20 degrees. So keep that pitch coming back. Keep it
Oh, straight level.
straight and level. Keep it coming.
Pitch.
Now, as you do this, you're gonna have to add more feet work to keep it straight level.
Okay.
All right, there's 65.
65.
Now full power,
Full power.
Pitch
20
up.
degrees.
20 degrees, and you're gonna hold it.
Right rudder.
I did it in the side.
Oh, snap.
Just add more right rudder. Keep it level.
Okay.
Keep that pitch coming up.
And Eastern traffic, 93267 on the go, runway 2
Keep
Eastman.
it coming. And we're gonna hold it right here.
Eastern traffic, 93259,
And there's a stall
Stall.
horn.
left
Keep
base
it
of
stall.
runway 2 Eastman.
Stall. Stall.
We're waiting on the
Stall.
buffet.
Stall.
And there's the buffet
Bushy,
right there.
buffet,
Stall.
And
stall.
there's the stall. So you pitch now. So you just pitch that level
Yeah, right,
because your power's already there.
right.
All right. So that's all you want to do.
Just
All right,
bring
so
the nose down.
just bring those down.
Okay.
All right. My controls.
Air controls.
My controls on aircraft. I'm gonna turn this over a little bit so we're out of the sun. Simulate one, maybe just a little bit more.
Eastman traffic, night
Aggressive.
train 259, turning final for runway 2, Eastman.
All right, 32. So big thing I want you to focus on is maintain your altitude. So I'm going to bring the power, let me see, about 17 or a little bit low. I want to bring that so that you see how the airspeed is coming. Now as it's doing it, I'm slowly pitching back because I want to keep that altitude 32 and the airspeed is bleeding off. You see how fast I bled it off?
Right.
Without really dropping the altitude?
Right.
All right, so full power. Let's say we're taking off. Or we're pitching up. We pitch up way too much. We pitch up 20 degrees. I'm going to hold it here. Hold it about right there.
Stall.
Stall horn.
Stall.
I'm adding more feet
Stall.
to keep it level
Stall.
now because the controls
Stall.
aren't
Stall.
as buffed. The controls are buffeting,
Stall.
buffeting,
Stall.
and there it is. And
Stall.
then I just recover.
Stall. Stall.
And just keep going
Uh-huh.
and level. Airspeed's coming alive. That's coming alive. When I get down to my original, now I'm back in configuration.
Traffic 93267,
Simple, just like
turning
that.
left downwind runway 2,
Feel that?
Eastman.
Yep.
All right, let's just try it.
All right.
All right, we're going to power back 1700.
1700.
Airspeed's
I'm gonna
bleeding
try
out.
to keep it level here.
Now you're going to, keep it level. And by you do that by pitching it up.
Yes, sir.
Power
32.
17. Keep it nice, nice. Gotta add a little bit more pitch. Back, a little bit more back. A little bit, add some more. There you go. Hold it about right there.
65.
That's 65, let's go full power. And you're gonna pitch up to what?
25, 20.
20 degrees, yeah, 20, 25. Nice. Now,
Rudder control.
rudder control, nice.
Stall.
It's got
Stall.
the stall.
Stall
Stall.
horn.
Stall.
Hold it.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Hold
Stall.
it up, pitch it some more.
Stall.
See how it's trying to drop on its
Stall.
own?
Yeah.
Stall.
Hold it.
Oh,
Stall.
Pitch it back.
Stall. Stall.
There you
Stall.
go, drop now.
Stall.
There we go. Now you just go level.
Right rudder. Oh, man.
Eastman traffic, night train 259, on the go.
Okay.
Alright, now we're back to
Recover.
recovering. Now, there you go. That's with that power.
Eastman traffic 93267, turning left base runway 2, Eastman.
Alright, let me see something. My
Air
controls.
controls.
I'm gonna do some last maneuver. We'll do some S turns, or actually, yeah, we'll try to do some S turns or turns around the point before we head back real fast.
All right.
So there's a road out here, and I'm gonna use that road as my reference point. What I'm doing now is I'm turning upwind. Now I want to get to, this is a ground reference maneuver, which is to be done to 1,000 to 600 feet, but you have to add in elevation. So you add in 300 to that, so it's in between 900 and 1,300 feet. So you're out, the standards you get for are plus or minus 100. So don't pick 900 feet because you can't go below 900. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But you can go above. So if you pick something in the middle, like 1,100 or 1,200 or something, that gives you that 100-foot buffer and standards that you get to go below or above. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the way we want to do that, so we want to keep that, and we're going to have 90 knots in about 90 to about 100 airspeed, and our power is going to be set a little lower than that. Now, to get us down, because we're up high, so we're going to set your altitude, let's do 1,100. All right, so to get us down, one way we're going to do, I'm going to do a, let's do emergency descent. So, emergency descent, somebody has, I don't know, a heart attack, you need to get down quickly as possible. You're going to pitch over until you get in the yellow arc. Max speed we can get in this is 156. You're going to pitch over aggressively. You're going to see a lot of ground, and you're going to execute 30-degree banks to the left and right, and that's for the engine.
While maintaining 2,300 RPM?
No, while maintaining, your RPMs are going to spike. Don't worry about your RPMs. You can actually just bring your power down, but you want to maintain your speed, your 156. So go ahead and pitch it over for me. Yeah, there you go.
All right, 30 degrees, ready?
30 degrees, left and right. Now you see that? Now catch it, keep it in the water. Yes, nice, just like that. Keep pitching.
150.
All right, left. Now let's go to the right. And that right there is to help the engine with the oil and everything and lubrication.
Pitch
Nice.
it down.
And you're looking out, looking.
Wow, Wow. This is awesome.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's good. Then go back to the left. Yeah, just little S turns in the air while doing the emergency descent down.
Eastern traffic, 443 on
Alright, 2300.
20,
Keep going. Say recover at about
left downwind, runway 2, Eastman.
1700.
Eastman traffic, night train 259 on left base for runway 2, Eastman.
Morning.
That's it, RPM. So just bring the power back.
7, turning left, cross
You keep because we have the airspeed.
Okay,
Keep our
yes,
power.
sir.
Keep it coming down.
Left rudder, right rudder. There we go. Is this, I'm at 30 degrees right now? Ish?
Yeah, ish, a little bit more. Now let's go back to the right. Alright, actually, let's recover. Let's go straight level. Bring the power back.
turning left, downwind, runway 2.
Alright, now give me a right turn to 060. And as you're doing so, I want you to descend to 1100. So just slowly, smoothly descend. And the big thing for that is just take out power. You want to descend, like you climb, you add power. You want to descend, you want to take out power. Oh, we got a little bit of wind in here. Alright, now keep this heading actually. This is going to put us, where did crosswind at? Let me see, turn back to 060.
Oh, snap, sorry.
Eastman traffic, 443, 7 mile final, runway 20, and
Alright, so gentle banks, there you go.
Eastman traffic, night train 259 on
1100.
Alright, so level out at 1100. We're going to keep this here.
Oh, too much. Gotta climb a little bit.
Alright, so right now we're upwind-ish a little bit. Let's see. Turn 030. Left turn 030. 030. Kind of blew through.
I'm looking at the dang altimeter.
Alright, there we are. 1100. Now climbing back up to 1100.
Eastern traffic, 93267, turning left base, runway 2.
I'm supposed to be at 2300, right?
No, 11. Oh, RPM?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're level. It's just
off my
bumpy because
heading
we're
again.
loud. It's just bumpy. Now we're smoother up there. The bottom, yeah, it's a little bumpy. Alright, so now we have a headwind as well. So let me see something. My controls.
Your controls.
My controls, my aircraft. Now I'm looking for a linear reference point. Find me. Let's see if we say something like a line. Something where we can do.
We're on top of a dirt road, but it's short.
Okay, well, we can use that road. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I want to enter on the downwind. Right now I'm on the upwind. It's a little cross upwind, but I'll use it. My ground, I'm going to do S-turns. My ground reference maneuver, 1100, so I'm within that 600 to 1,000. So what
minimum.
minimum?
We could do that 2500 if we wanted to.
Altitude?
Yeah.
No. It has to be done at 6 to 1,000 for these ground reference because we're referencing them to the ground, so you have to be low.
Oh, yes, sir.
Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm going to use that road. So I'm heading upwind just so I can configure myself when I turn around. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn around, let my altitude, and I want to slow down to about 90 knots. So I'm bringing my power, and I know that it's 28 knot headwind. That's going to translate to a 28 knot what when I turn around? Tailwind.
Correct. Which is going to add airspeed.
Exactly. You can kind of see how it's pushing us a little bit.
Uh-huh.
A little with minimum bank. Alright, so I want to configure. And when I cross that road, I'm going to begin a series of left turns once my wings become right level over that road. Now I want to maintain 90 knots, and I want to be configured before I get to it. So I believe the road is right up here.
Right.
Okay, so I'm at 1160, about 95 knots. That's fine. I want to have
it
power.
right there. About
Is this
8
the road?
right now. Yes,
Alright, so now we're over it. So what I'm going to do now is gently, I'm going to do a turn to the left.
traffic, night train 259, turning left,
Take off
cross
just a
runway
little
2,
bit
Eastman.
And I'm going to execute a lot of banks first. I want to maintain my 1100 and my 90 knots. So this is when I'm going steep bank because now I'm turning upwind, right?
Okay.
Turning upwind. Now I'm going to go medium bank. and then I'm going to go shallow bank. But I want to roll my wings out level right as I cross over the road. So shallow in that bank, shallow in that bank. And I'm going to hold it. I'm going to cheat just a little bit to roll wings level right above it, which is kind of here, kind of ended. But, so wings levels are here. I'm at my altitude, I'm at my airspeed.
Right.
Now I'm going to immediately go into the right.
Traffic, night train 259.
Now remember, as we go into the right now with downwind, it's going to be shallow bank, shallow, medium, then steep. Wow, also while maintaining. So the purpose of this maneuver is for you to be able to maneuver with a constant change of bank and airspeed. Because I'm constantly having to change the bank. So that's my shallow. That wind's pushing me. I'm going to go to a medium bank. And as I get close to the road, which this would be the road,
Right.
I'm going to have to steepen it up because I want to roll wings level right about now, just like that.
Nice.
And you see I kept my 1190 knots.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to find a,
I'm definitely not going to be able to do that first shot.
well, we're going to try to show you, and I just want you to get familiar with it. All right, so one thing I want to do there, just a little bit of trim. And let's see if we can find a linear reference
Eastern traffic,
out here that we're already on a little better. Now we have a tower over there, so let's go a little bit to the right. Turn to the right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because that tower, we want to get away from that tower.
Oh, I see it.
And maintain 1100 altitude.
Eastern traffic, night train 443, final runway 2, touch and go.
Turbulence is helping gain altitude.
Uh-huh.
Eastern traffic, night train 267, turning left downwind, runway 2 Eastern.
All right, my controls.
Air controls.
My controls. I'm going to configure us. I can see a little. There's not much stuff out here, but there's a little road out there. I'm going to try to configure us too. See that little dirt road in the middle of that field?
Yeah.
Eastern traffic,
Not this one, that brown field out there?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of do over there. So we're going to fly parallel to it right now. I'm going to get to the edge of those trees, and I'll give you controls and let you have a go at them. So, maintain that.
So I would be doing a left turn first?
Yep, you do a left turn, and then you go into, once you get wings up over the road, you do a right turn.
And I'm going shallow, medium, and steep.
Your first turn is going to be steep.
Okay.
Medium to shallow. So you're going downwind and then turning upwind. All right, so we're going to turn about here, about 1100, bring that power.
Eastern traffic, night train 259, turning left.
All right, your controls.
Runway 2, Eastern.
All right.
My aircraft.
So you see the road we're at, right in the middle of this field?
Yes, sir.
All right, so turn a little bit to the left. Okay, once we get wings level over that road, I want you to begin your air turns to the left. All right, and you're going to maintain 1100 and about 90 knots. So power can come out just a little bit. You keep that pitch up. You don't want to lose that altitude.
Yes, sir. Oh, snap.
All right, begin your maneuver now. Now we're wings level.
Steep.
Not too steep, just a little bit. Yep. Now keep that level. You want to pitch it up. See how the altitude's going down? All right, we're good. We're good. I had a little bit of power. Alright, so we're coming over. Let's see, a little bit more power. Let me have throttle.
About to stall us out over here.
When you do it, go ahead, yeah, switch those things for me. Alright, when you turn, you want to make sure you're staying level. You don't want to dip. Now when we turn, an aircraft has a tendency to automatically want to dip down. That's how when you turn, you always have to add pitch. Remember that. Turn, you always have to add a little bit of pitch. If you're flying straight level now, when you turn, you're going to have to add pitch. I can just simulate a turn now. It means pulling back. Alright, so.
Short funnel, runway 2. Touch and go east.
Here, there's a road. You see the road right out behind us?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to configure us. Turn around and configure us to where we can begin it over there.
Full stop for planning purposes.
I am starting to feel a little nauseous.
You are?
Just FYI.
Okay, we'll do this last maneuver and we can head back in.
Yes, sir.
Don't want to put too much of a load on you. Alright, so just mirror me. Matter of fact, just mirror me on these controls. I won't even put that much. All right, so you see the road
Yes,
we're
sir.
under now? I want to be
Wings
level.
A beam.
Wings level, a beam. Now I'm going to slowly turn left. Now this is a steep bank on this side. Now I want to see I'm pitching up to maintain that altitude because the aircraft automatically wants to dip. Pitching up. I'm going to add just a bumper power because I don't want my airspeed to get plus or minus 10. So north 10 degrees. Just add a bumper power. Altitude. It can be within 100.
267 short final runway 2.
Steeping that bank medium. I'm going to shallow that bank out. Keep it shallow. Add that pitch. Just the bumper power. And I want to be wings level right over the road. You see the road?
Yes,
See
sir.
I was wings level?
Yep.
Now immediately going to the right. Now as I turn to the right, it's going to be a shallow bank, but I'm actually adding that pitch up.
259 left
Because the aircraft knows wants to drop. So I'm going to pitch up. Okay, I'm a little high, so just let it drop a little bit. I'm keeping that coordination with my rudder feet. Now I'm going to that medium bank, and then I'm going to steepen that bank up a little bit. Steep bank, and I'm going to roll wings level over that road, 1100 to 90 knots.
Nice.
You see, and it's to teach you how that coordination with turning.
Definitely. Okay.
All right, so we're going to turn here. Now I want you to plug in Eastman on the GPS. So go to nearest.
Eastman traffic, night train 259, turning left downwind and runway 2, Eastman.
To the right. And direct, that button right there with the arrow through it. And hit enter. It's going to say activate.
Eastman traffic, train 443, final, runway 2,
And this is our GPS. Now let's see what is our distance. All right, we're 21 miles out. Eastman is that way. So climb this to 2500. Your controls?
My control.
All right, so now we're just going to smoothly head back in. Now while I'm heading back in, I want to get the weather. See if anything has changed.
Weather, wind 020 at 4, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 15 Celsius, dew point 8, altimeter 3005. Eastman, part of Georgia.
Here, we can maintain right here, 2100. Let's go level. Keep airspeed
Eastman traffic, night
RPMs
train
at
259, turn left base for runway 2, Eastman.
So that's good. We're going to add a little bit of speed. Actually, keep them, keep your RPMs right here. We're only at 73 knots, so we have that big headwind that's knocking us out. All right, so give me a little turn to 030. Level this out. Now, level the airplane. There we go.
I'm feeling better. I was sweating, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you need it, is your vent open?
Yeah, it's open. I got air coming.
Sometimes, I mean, it's honestly, once you start flying, it takes a while, and it's all just getting used to it. It's the same with like doing aerobatics and the Super D.
Eastman traffic,
When I first started, I would after a lesson, after like a 0.7, not even a full hour, I would be just drained, and it just takes getting your body used to it and
It
calibrate.
took like for 2 days. I was worried about flying yesterday because my head. Not that I was like dizzy or anything, but you know when you get off a roller coaster and your head feels a little weird.
Yeah.
Like I felt like that for straight up 2 days.
Yeah, it's your body getting used to it. I would say, I mean, you're not as bad. I've had students, I mean, that can't make it. We do stalls, we do turn, a little bit of bumper wind, they're in a throw-up bag. So, you'll be fine. You just have to get used to it. Get your body adjust to it. And the more you do it, that's what it is, because it's new, you know.
Definitely.
It's like going from walking every day to flying.
And I guess once I get proficient at this, I'll be better able to stay looking outside.
Yeah. I mean, it's all that combination. Looking at that, looking at this, trying to and actually, your neurons are firing.
Definitely.
So you're actually working. So it's like, you're not just just flying, not doing anything. You're actually working it. That takes account too. Your mental drainage as well as physically.
So am I trying to maintain 020 or am I going to 030?
030. Yeah, I'm gonna add some power. We're not doing. Even though it says we're going 100 and something in the air, that's our true airspeed. This right here, our GS is our ground speed. That's how fast we're going over the ground.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, all right. Something quick. This right here, this in the center is called your CDI. Now that's your course deflection indicator. That's basically telling you how far you are from the course. So imagine this is the runway. This arrow is, sorry, my voice cracked. This arrow is telling us where this is direction of Eastman. This is telling us how far we are off. So imagine, what you want is that to line up.
Right.
And then you'll be on course for Eastman and the arrow. Right. Now this is showing you the arrow, the area. This is showing you where it actually is. And we can back it up by going right here on your MFD. This is the course we want to take us.
So we got a right deflection, which means we're left of track.
Yes. So we want to turn to the right.
Oh.
Yeah.
And each dot is like 1 statute mile, or?
It depends on your distance out. So it can be 2 statute miles to 4. Ours have, since we have 2 dots on each side, it goes out to 10 miles. So it's about 2 miles off. We're 1 dot.
Eastern traffic 93259 on
So
left
as we
downwind
get
for
closer,
runway 2.
and then I'll turn. I'll be a child of the magenta line and follow that magenta. All right.
Yes, tower.
Eastman, part of Georgia Regional.
Here's tower open.
Negative.
So I haven't been paying attention to altitude, but I think we've been climbing this whole time.
We have. Level us off here. And you can add some trim in. So we got that full power. It kind of wants to raise up. You can just add some trim down.
Nice. Wow. All right, so eventually we will meet up with this line. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Meet up with the line, and then we're going to follow it directly in, so we're going to be on course. So we're still climbing a little bit. Let's say lay hands off controls. Okay, there it is. That's about, yeah, nothing's moving. So that's our VSI indicator.
Eastern traffic, night train 259, turn left down, left base or runway 2, Eastman.
Alright, you don't want to add too much down, just enough where you can.
I gotta get calibrated.
Alright, yeah, there you go.
There's like a delayed. Now we're climbing.
Now add, alright, so now just hands on, and you want to have them work together.
Okay.
So.
Got my hands on it.
Hands on.
Eastern traffic 922.
Alright, my controls.
Target DOR Guinea Alpha, the runway 2, Eastern will enter left, low left downwind, runway 2.
Alright, add a little bit of trim down. A little bit more. And a little bit more. Alright, that's fine right there. So you want to just be able to maneuver up or down. So
7.5 miles to
about right there. And this is our VSI. See that minus 100?
Yes.
Now it's negative. We're straight level. And if it goes up plus 100, that's how fast we're going to gain. That's our trend indicator. So it's going to say, hey, if you keep this current pitch, you're going to either descend 100 or climb 100.
That's per minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you can go hands on the controls. Alright, right now this is our distance. We're 11 miles. Did you see the runway out in front of us? that strip over there?
And I only saw a brief, I feel like a blip of light, but I guess I'm wrong because the lights wouldn't be on right now, would they?
Because we're VFR. Alright, this, we'll do this. Give me a,